birthday as well.
I saw some of it on TV. It looked actually pretty impressive. Um, that's what kills me about that no kings bullshit. They think that he's pulling all that stuff out for his birthday. It's the 250th anniversary of the American Army, for crying out loud. You don't think they're gonna do something special for that?
I know, it's sad. All they say is, "Oh, Trump's selfish. He spent $50 million," or I mean, it was more than $50 million. But this is how stupid the Democrats are. They think it was like a little bit amount of money. I don't know how much it actually was, but it's America's birthday. Like, of course they're gonna spend money. Of course they're gonna spend money on America's birthday. But all they want to say is, "Trump, he's so selfish, spending all his money, all your taxpayer money on his birthday. It's America's military birthday, 250 years of American military, but all they want to talk about is Trump's birthday, Trump's birthday. It's ridiculous."
Where was their complaining at when all the misuse of taxpayer funds for U.S. aid? They didn't
Nowhere.
care about studies of frogs and making tadpoles gay and stuff like that, and funding gay parades or gay stage shows in whatever weird country that they had. They didn't say anything about that. But now the moment that we try and spend money on ourselves, they fall apart. It
Yeah, they
blows
don't
my
care
mind.
about funding other countries, but when it comes to spending a little bit of money on America, they're like, "Oh, yeah, horrible, Trump's birthday, America's military birthday. We can't celebrate that."
Yeah,
It's
they're a bunch of
ridiculous.
jokes, is what it is. But I went down to our local No Kings parade, crashed their little party. I was I got there about 12:30. As soon as they saw my hat, I ain't got it with me, damn, at work. But as soon as they saw my hat up in the Walmart parking lot, everybody started running down to the sidewalk because they knew what I was doing. They knew I was going down there. And but there were some that was in the trees and stuff, kind of by themselves. And I kind of walked down through the trees because it was the shortest path. And overheard some of them talking about what they're going to do with their money because some of them got $200 to be there, and most of them that were there were locals. But the one that was talking about that garbage was out of Florida. So I run across that with, through my own eyes, and it just blew my mind that when you're paid to be doing something like that, it makes it disingenuous. It's fake. I showed up on my own dime. Next time I'll go to Knoxville though, but I got there and it was tame. It was tame. There wasn't no bricks or flammables or nothing like that. Some of the Democrats were actually nice to me. There was one lady that was, I forget what she called herself, but she was some kind of marshal. Yes, yes, we're MAGA. They're half Chahootie. Um, but Martha was a sweetheart. At one point, there were people that was coming right up in my face with the megaphone and chanting. I'm talking inches from my face, and at one point, I daggone pull it back up in front of their face, and I went, "Look here, Jelly Bean. You all ain't the only ones that stopped by Radio Shack for a megaphone before you got here, so you need to calm it down." And then Martha kind of got involved and said, "Hey, you don't need to be doing that." And I said, "Well, they got up in my space." She goes, "Well, I'll put a stop to that." I go, "Okay." I said, "Do you promise you keep him out of my space? And I'll be respectful back." But I said, "I'm very reactive." I said, "You step toward me with force." I said, "I'm going to step back with twice the force." And I have to say, Martha kept her promise. So Martha, I think her name was Martha Ward. They used to have a furniture store up in here, up in Gatlinburg, and yeah, she was a sweetheart. Now they all weren't like that, uh, there were some that was real assholes. Like it was and what really would have messed their rally up isn't them, but if they'd had, say, some LGBTQ up in there, some real LGBTQ, I feel like that's where you get into more of the antagonizers. And there were kind of some there. There was one in
Yeah, I
particular
saw
because,
one guy on your stream.
yeah, he didn't like, he walked away from me as I was telling him. I was like, the last time that, yeah, God made the rainbow for everybody, but the last time God gave his opinion on homosexuality, he destroyed 2 cities with fire and brimstone, Sodom and Gomorrah. He
Yeah,
didn't make the he didn't make the rainbow for people to bastardize it with their beliefs. That is clearly not his. And then there was another fella. If I would have went through with it, I would have gotten a fight. Tell me if I know I did right by just ignoring the dude. But I'm just curious if I would have gotten in trouble for this. Okay, guy was handing out a one of those circles with the crossbars on it that said like no Trump, and he tried giving me one, and I looked at him and I said, "I'll take it if I can put that sticker wherever I want to." He goes, "Sure, you can put it wherever you want to." Now in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm gonna take that sticker off, I'm gonna put it on your forehead. But I didn't do that. I just looked at him and I said, "No," I said, "That's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a fight. I don't need to go to jail." But if somebody gives you permission to put that sticker anywhere and you stick it on their forehead and they swing at you, you think I'd get in trouble for that?
I have no idea. It's a crazy world. Someone actually went on my
But
friend's property over the weekend, and crazy story. He pointed a gun at them, and the police came, cuffed them, and said, "Yeah, you're under arrest." And then a couple officers came there. They're like, "Do you have any video footage of this happening?" And my friend kept saying, "No, I'm standing my ground. It's my property." Like this guy
hey,
just
I
followed
don't
him
mean to stop
home.
you right now, but baked tofu 666. I just got some information here for you, pal. We ain't had a king in America since 1776, and we've been teabagging England ever since, motherfucker. So there you go. But now continue. I'm sorry. Continue your
Yeah, no,
story.
it's
They
okay.
cuffed
That's
him.
funny. At the end of the story, yeah, so the police put my friend in cuffs for like 3 or 4 minutes. He had a video in front of his property of his house. He was driving home. This guy didn't like that he went in front of him. I guess the guy was a real rich snobby dude. He was like in a Range Rover or whatever. My friend was like in a little Japanese sports car, and he got in front of him, and the dude really didn't like that. He followed him home. My friend didn't even realize he was following him home. He just got out of his car. He was walking inside, and this random guy just jumped out of his car and started running up on my friend's property. And my friend got spooked. He didn't know who the hell this guy was. So, of course, he had his 380 on him.
Stop it.
He pulled it out and put it to the dude's chest. And he pushed the dude off his property. He said, "Get the hell out of here." And the dude started calling the cops on him. But what the hell? The dude was on his property. The cops let him go in the end. They said, "Yeah, this is a stand your ground state. This is his property. This is stand your ground." But they said something about him pushing him a little bit off the property line. So they were kind of thinking, oh, maybe we'll charge him because he was almost to the public property line or something like that. But in the end, they just decided to let him go. I mean, they saw the whole video of it, and they saw the whole video of it, and his grandpa was there at his house, and yeah, he was there too. He was kind of a witness, but he didn't really see what happened. But in the end, yeah, my friend put his 380 to this guy's chest. I guess this dude was an ex-army. Apparently, his grandpa knew him somehow. He was like a far distant neighbor of somewhere, and he said, "Yeah, this guy was in the army." But like, if you were in the army, why are you running on someone's property, like screaming about how you didn't like how they were driving? Like, if you don't like how someone's driving, he's a road rager. Like even the cops, they called him the next day. They let him go. Like they didn't even throw him in the car. They just put him in cuffs. They asked him the story, and then like 3 or 4 minutes later, 5 minutes later, they let him go. But even the next day, the cops called him and they said, "Do you want us to charge this guy because he was I don't know what they asked him, what they wanted to charge him with, but something about maybe
Well, it
trespassing, or
sounds
I
to me
don't
like
know.
he was stalking him. If he followed him all the way down the road, following him to his property, that's stalking.
Yeah, he was
So I mean,
stalking him. That's full on road rage. I would say what my friend did was a little bit unreasonable, but what that guy did was completely insane. Never follow someone home or
well,
go onto their property.
what your friend did seems unreasonable until one day he don't do that and somebody shoots his ass.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Could have been someone coming
so
to kill him.
yeah. I mean, somebody follows me off the road and up my driveway to my house. Oh man, they stepping on the devil's front porch because
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he already pointed the gun at
I'd
him. He
run them
could have
off the
shot
same
him and
way.
killed him. The cops would have probably been like, "Oh, he was on his property. You killed him. Oh well." They would have just dragged the body away. They might not even taken him to jail if he would have killed him. They would have just been like, "Well, it's obvious this dude came on your property. You have a video of it. Now he's dead. So let's take his body to the morgue, I guess."
Yeah. Well, was it Florida?
Yeah, it was Florida.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what. You need to look up Sheriff Grady Judd. I think it's
Yeah, I
Sheriff
know
Grady Judd.
him. He's a great sheriff. He says
Let me
to
tell
shoot
you what.
people.
He would have gave your friend a medal.
Yeah, he says to
He would have
shoot
straight
people
up
if they
gave
come
him
on
a
your
medal.
property.
Because I mean, he actually, yeah, he would have your friends back if it was Sheriff Grady Judd. I've been on the other end of Sheriff Grady Judd in a former life, but I do respect the man. I like what he stands for. He's in the right. You know,
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
say that.
I mean, just imagine if the army guy would have had a gun. If my friend even seen that guy had a gun, or even looked like he would have had a gun, he probably would have opened fire on that dude.
Yeah, but there was a fella in that No Kings rally last Saturday that pretended to be a veteran. Oh my gosh, that's the biggest mistake he made. I had a combat veteran with me, and he asked the kid. He says, "So what's your MOS?" And I didn't know what the MOS was at the time, but I guess an MOS is the type of job you had while you was in the military, and everybody should be able to answer that. And he couldn't answer it. He didn't know what an MOS was, and I thought that combat vet was going to kill him. I had to pull the combat vet away because it just ain't worth going to jail or prison for. He'll get his, but man, there was another feller that was with us that was just driving around the block, antagonizing them, and he had a badass dually, man, badass diesel truck. And he lit them tires up and started black smoking, and he black smoked that boy. You couldn't see him. It took about a minute for that smoke to clear. And that was actually a pretty good moment. He deserved that. And then the kid got mad and he threw his anti-Trump stickers at us, and the whole roll went out into the road. I looked at him and I said, I thought y'all supposed to care about the environment. What the hell? You're littering. Is there no such thing as climate change? And you're here littering? Then he reaches out into the road to get his stickers back. I'm like, dang, you're going to get run over. I mean, it's just one thing after another. But
Hit the
I
like
was
and
honored.
subscribe button, guys. Yeah, haters in the comments, absolutely. YouTube is full of people that hate Trump, I realized. But oh well, we're still growing the channels. You're cutting out a little bit, but I hate to say it. Ooh, okay, there you are. You cut out for a second, but I hate to say it. Yeah, I have some TDS in my family, even a bit. I hate to say it. It's sad to see, but I mean,
I do too. I've got a Democrat aunt and uncle, a hard Democrat. I can't help but think they just voting for handouts, but that's just me.
you Americans are lucky. Trump is kicking butt. Spain is with you. Love this comment. Shout out Spain. Thank you for supporting Trump.
That's right. I
Another
had a
guy
hat.
said,
My hat.
keep on keeping on, gentlemen." I thought he meant to say keep hating on these gentlemen, but I don't know what the hell that comment means.
Yeah. Oh man, I trolled them bad though. There's this one lady that said that had a Trump for prison flag, And she's going, Trump for prison. And I went, that's right, Trump for president. And she turned around to go, Trump for prison. I go, that's right, that's what I'm saying, Trump for president. Oh, gosh, they come unglued. And I didn't even have to say nothing most of the time. My hat says Trump 2028 on it. And that's all it took. Of course, then you got this one fella that stopped me. He goes, let me ask you a question, sir. He says, how will Trump run for a third term, do you think? I said, well, it's just like this. I said, or he said, it's anti-constitutional. It's not constitutional for him to run more than 2 terms. I said, well, it's like this. I said, the Constitution is one thing, and you got your amendments, it's another. But it wasn't always like that. I think George Washington served for 20 years, I think. I'm not sure on that, but I know it was a long
FDR
time.
did 4 terms. FDR,
That's
president.
what I told him. I said, FDR served 4 terms, even though he died during the 4th term. He goes, are you sure? I was like, I am positive about it. That's a fact. He served 4 terms. He may not have finished the 4th term because he died during it, but he served 4 terms. And he didn't
Someone
much
said
care
Trump
for
will
that.
definitely serve 3 terms. I agree with that. Smash the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I think Trump will serve 3 terms.
Well, this is what I think about Trump in 3 terms, okay? I hope that it comes to pass. I really do. But here's what everybody needs to pay attention to. Midterms. If conservatives gain ground during midterms, like I think they will, Trump will have a 3rd term. But if they lose ground and Democrats take Congress or representatives or the senators, if they take either of the House, he will not be serving 3 terms. But if they win midterms, if we win midterms, Trump will have 3 terms.
I think so too.
So
But I think it's crazy that no one really wants to debate me or come on this channel anymore. All they cry is, have a moderator, even have Dusty as a moderator. Like, why do I need a
that's
moderator?
stupid.
Why
That's
do I need
stupid.
someone else
Nobody
to
wants me
fact
as a
check me?
moderator.
Because you don't know the facts.
Yeah, I don't. They don't want me as moderator. I'm biased as hell. I'll be the first to tell you I'm biased as hell. I don't see why they can't settle on y'all. You all settle on using Reuters or Reuters or facts. That seems like a pretty good way of doing it.
I mean, yeah, I think
That's
so
just
too. I
me.
think they're just scared and want to make excuses. They don't want to join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord. They don't want to join the Discord and debate, and they don't want to like be sent a link for the YouTube. They're scared to debate live on the YouTube. For whatever reason, I guess
Yeah,
they saw my other debates and are like, "Oh God, no chance."
but that was there was a couple of veterans there on there. It was pretty tame. Most people was all right. There were some people that was just rude and obnoxious. They did have a couple of quote unquote bodyguards, but after about an hour and a half of me being there by myself, people started showing up. I gave my megaphone to one fella. I'm sure you saw that part. And he told them about the American flag and how it should be. And he's right. That should be the only flag flown. Um, if they want to fly a Mexico flag, they need to go back to Mexico. If they want to fly a Ukraine flag, they need to go back to Ukraine or go to Ukraine if they've never been. But I don't know. It seems like our Democrats here actually had some American flags, which was strange to me. If I'd gone to Knoxville, the Democrats there would not have had American flags. But I hurt myself. I hurt myself Saturday. I was there from 12:30 in the morning or 12:30 in the afternoon until about 4:30 in the sun, just no shade, and I was not leaving until they left, and they knew that.
This guy is
And
referring me
but
to as Dusty. He says, "Dusty, do you fly a Confederate flag?"
what's that?
Someone commented and said, "Dusty, do you fly a Confederate flag?"
I I have a Confederate flag, actually. Yes, I do. But that's not my flag. My flag's the American flag. I think we can all rally underneath the American flag. I've got an American flag, and it's above my rebel flag. It always will be, because one will unite us. Don't get me wrong, I don't have no issue with the rebel flag. Um, it is heritage, not hate. Um, but not everybody can get underneath the rebel flag. So I can honestly take or leave the rebel flag, but it's my flag, and that we shot that flag together. And but as the Democrats started leaving the event, I trolled hard, and I mean, I was already about to stroke out. I had some kind of mango drink. It sucked all the moisture out of my mouth.
Oh my
I
god.
couldn't drink enough water. It did. It was bad. I mean, it was a good drink, but it wasn't refreshing. It made my mouth dry as chalk. And I was already about to stroke out for a good hour. But as they started to peel out and leave, as they walked by, I told them, I was like, yeah, y'all go home before you melt. We won. You lost. Trump's your daddy for the next 3.5 years. Oh gosh, they fell apart. And then one rainbow flag flying weirdo called me a faggot. And that just kind of blew a step. I stepped back. I was like, I thought y'all like gay people. You don't like me because I'm gay? I mean, I flipped the script on them. They didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
What? You mean a gay guy can't have a beard? I happen to not really be gay, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. You can think whatever you want. You know, I can care less. But all them people fell apart. Them people were falling apart left and right. And on top of it all, the people coming along the street, man, they didn't honk at them. They were flipping them off and screaming at them. Then they got down next to where I was at. They was chanting Trump 2028, giving me the thumbs up, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the Trumpstein files. Let me tell you what, Obama's got bigger problems than the Epstein files. Obama was listed in the Diddy trial. So there you go.
Oh yeah, Obama was
We'll see what
mentioned in
happens
the
there.
Diddy trial. Obama loves
Yeah,
Diddy. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys.
so does Hillary. Hillary loves him too. The diddler tried helping both of them get elected.
The diddler
So
has lots of money to donate to their future things. He'll probably be donating to AOC in prison as well. AOC was probably at a
she need
Diddy
to
party
arrest
as a
AOC.
bartender. Guys, don't forget
Wouldn't
AOC
doubt
was
it.
a bartender for a Diddy party.
You know what? How does somebody go from being a bartender to being worth almost $10 million in just a few years? I'll tell you how. Corruption. But yeah, I had a crew that showed up. I got in with some guys after about an hour and a half of being there, and they even had their own little bodyguard guy. But I'm here to tell you right now, one of our guys could have easily took out 10 of theirs. There's one Porky Pig looking motherfucker wearing a fedora, and I'm walking by, and he's like, "The cops ain't here because they're scared of us." I looked at that fella. I said, "There ain't nobody scared of you," and kept on walking. But a few of them just started like just staring at us, getting the mean look, well, just out of the blue, I just started going, oh gosh, oh, it's hurting. I'm hurting. I dropped to my knees. I said, the stares that they're giving me is making my heart stop. Make them stop. Then I just started laughing. They
How
got
is AOC
superpowers.
rich? Great question.
And
A lot of big
all in
tips
all, I had
bartending
a
at
good
Diddy's
time.
parties.
Yeah, all in all, I had a good time. That crew's going to holler at me whenever they go to crash any other No Kings party or whatever. And people were a joke. That's all it was. I kind of wish we went to Knoxville. They actually had a pretty big turnout there. There's probably a couple hundred, and there was probably 25 of us. And but in Knoxville, it was said they had a few thousand show up, which doesn't surprise me. And I guarantee you, they didn't have American flags. It was a completely different type of people. For the most part, you had more of the older crowd at mine, the old school Democrats, which at one time, Democrats used to be the good guys. That's what I don't get. I mean, everybody that's in office right now, every one of them except for J.D. Vance was a Democrat. Uh, Trump was a Democrat. RFK Jr. Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard Democrat. Elon Musk was a diehard Democrat. I was a fan of Musk, even though he was a Democrat. The moment that man landed a rocket back down on the pad it took off on, I was a fan of Elon Musk then.
Yeah, even
I
though
also
he
get
voted
kicked.
for Biden, he kind of lost me there, but I got over it. I mean, whatever. He supported Trump way harder this time, but of course, they have a little breakup going right now. But he did tweet he
That
regrets
didn't
everything he
bother
said
me.
about him.
Everything them people said when they first broke up and stuff, everything those people said did not age well. And what did I tell you? I said, just give it some time, let the dust settle. I said, it won't stay like that. I was right. I knew it'd be like, I knew it would chill out. And I guess those Doge cuts got codified, didn't they?
A lot of them did. I think a majority of them did. A couple of them are still in court. But I think it's crazy that literally someone died in the LA riots for the ICE protesters. Someone can die, lots of people injured, and they still want to call it a peaceful protest. Like, they set
No.
cars on fire.
Yeah, it blows my mind. How many cars were set on fire during January 6th?
All
I
they
don't
want to
think
do is
any.
talk about January 6th whenever you bring up the LA ICE riots. And the LA ICE riots aren't even the only riots the Democrats do. They've been doing more and more riots and stupid stuff like this, blowing up cars, blowing up cities. The favorite thing the Democrats like to do is blow up towns and blow up cars and let people die in their protests and their riots.
Uh, Stick shift, one person died on January 6th. One, Ashley Babbitt, an unarmed veteran. So, stuff that in your pipe and smoke it, stick shift.
And at least one person died in the LA ICE riots so far. And there's probably going to be more that they find out in the future or find out. Who knows what they're hiding? They barely talked about the one person that died in the LA ICE riots.
Hey, Blue Green, how many illegals do you have staying at your home? How many are you keeping? I'm looking, Blue Green. I'm
We
looking
got
for you. How many illegals are you keeping?
874 people watching us.
Or
Hit
you
the
just
like
let them
and
sleep
subscribe
outside on your
button.
street?
If anyone wants to debate us, we're both in the Discord, link in my bio. We can go live, we can discuss, we can talk in the Discord, whatever you guys like. Join the Discord, link in bio.
I like that Diddy Crats.
Diddy crafts. That's not the first time I heard that. But they really
That's
said
the first time I heard that.
peaceful protest. Just because someone died, they were looting Apple and T-Mobile and countless other stores. It's peaceful, man. They just threatened to kill cops and ICE agents and blew up cop cars and ICE cars. That's peaceful. Come on, one person murdered. That's peaceful.
Hey, Kevin or Kevin, is that your name, Kevin? You can't debate hillbillies because you ain't got no game. You can't protect you can't defend your politics, ding dong.
There's nothing to defend. They're burning down cities and burning down cars left and right.
Blue Green, this is my home. I've been here for many a generation. Uh, my heritage goes way back, even before pilgrims. And I've actually got uh, Norwegian blood. So stuff that in your pipe and smoke it. They did come
It
here.
sounds
They
like you're
interbred with.
scared. Maybe they'll come for you next. No, I don't think so. I don't think Democrats really like to eat lead too much, so they'll stay away the hell away from you.
Oh God! you know, there's another Democrat tried convincing us that Trump was going to try and take our guns, you know. That's the last person going to take our guns, but I'm here to tell you right now, nobody's taking my guns. Ain't
Trump
happening.
said he has a gun. Why would he want to take a gun why would he want to take guns away when Trump says he has guns? That
I
makes
don't
no
know. They're
sense.
looking to give ex-convicts back their gun rights. I mean, as it should.
It's in the Second
As it
Amendment.
should. Yep.
It doesn't say anything about convicts or
It's not a
felons.
privilege. It is a right. That's where these people get it mixed up. It's like you got that one bozo in the Discord saying he's part of the freest country in the world. He's from Australia, mate. Yeah, you know what? They have to have a reason. They have to disclose a reason for having a gun. I mean, we don't have to disclose a reason for having a gun. That is one of our basic. It's not even a part of the government. It's there to protect. It's there for us to rein the government back in. So
Yeah, he thinks Canada is freer than the U.S. You're telling me that place was arresting truck drivers during COVID. What do you know about that? They're arresting so many people during COVID. The minute you stop listening to what they ask you to do is the minute they throw you in a prison cell in Canada, especially.
well, another thing I got a kick out of was fascist. Fascist is rules laid down by a dictator, right? No voting on them. This is the way it is. You're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
That's fascism, right? Okay. Mask mandates, fascist. Forcing vaccines, fascist. Controlling the media, extremely fascist. I'm just glad that old Musk daggone bought X and did what he did with it. He is a champion. Despite what he's done, he is a champion for free speech. You can't take that away.
He sent some
And
bullshit freedom index. When I saw the bullshit freedom index said Germany and Canada are more free than the US, I knew that was bullshit. You can't even call someone an asshole or a dickhead anymore in Germany or you'll go to prison. You're not allowed to, there's no freedom of speech there anymore. I'm sure if there's some Germans in here they can vouch for me. They made new now it's like hate speech or some shit that you can go to prison for if you call someone a dickhead in Germany. Any Germans in here that can vouch for me? One
in
freaking
Germany,
think, dude.
but
It's not BS. And not only that, you got a million other weird laws in Germany.
if it wasn't for us, Germany wouldn't even have any freedom at all. You know, it was us that took care of what was it? East? No, it's West Germany, and Russia got East Germany. Is that right?
Something like that.
And Reagan, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down them walls. You know, if it wasn't for a lot of them politics, it wouldn't have happened. So, oh boy, here we go. We got a FedEx driver. He's a dumbass. This road isn't wide enough for him, and I'm not moving for him. He could have went down another 50 feet and made a right on another road. This is the
Yeah,
part of my
that
job that I
article he
really.
probably was sending, I didn't even check the UK. They probably, in that stupid freaking fucking map that he sent, probably says the UK has more freedom of speech than the USA. Now that's
You can't
certified
own a
bullshit.
gun. You can't own a gun in UK, and they just recently. I can't figure this one out, but they just outlawed ninja swords. I guess ninja swords is a thing in the UK, but I mean, shoot, there's no blade limit here in Tennessee. We can carry whatever knife we want. We can carry whatever gun we want. I guess within reason. I guess you'd have issues walking down the middle of the street with a belt fed Gatling gun or something. But I mean, as long as I can keep my little 6 shooter 38 in my pocket, I'm happy. That's all I need.
Why is this guy sending, there's no blade limit, crying face, crying face, crying face? Why are you crying about that? Aren't you an American? Why are you crying about big knives?
Is he crying about knives?
Yeah, he's crying about damn knives. Oh, hell no. Why did they get a whole month? Look at all these comments.
The weirdos shouldn't get a whole month. Technically, I thought it was canceled. Actually, I mean they're still having their little parties, but I thought Pride Month was canceled. You know, I mean we ought to have Veteran Month. That's what it should be. It's mental awareness month, is what it is.
Now I feel like they're just trolling on us.
I don't care. They're not good at it. I mean,
Canada has to join the USA before it's too late. I agree, but it's already long gone too late.
I didn't watch the whole story, but I thought I saw a story where Alberta, anyways, Alberta and Saskatchewan or whatever, they talked about it at the last G7 meeting. So they're looking to come on board with us, which suits me fine, you know. To my knowledge, those areas are fairly conservative and people are level-headed. It's when you get on further out east, you start getting into more and more of the weirdos like California.
Yeah, let's trade California for Alberta.
Yeah, I don't much care for California a whole lot. Too many people lighting the loafers out there. But yeah, and yeah, I would have liked. I would have liked to went to the Knoxville No Kings parade or whatever. I would have liked to went down there. I guarantee it'd been more trouble. But
Hey,
I don't know.
YM.
What's that?
I'm just saying hey to my friend. Hey, YM.
Oh, one of the Fruit Loops at that No Kings had a sign that said, "You know what melts in the heat? Ice." As they was leaving, I said, "You know what else melts in the heat? You."
Oh, let's talk about this. They were crying so hard about deportations. I just saw 2 hours ago Trump said he's going to be deporting more people than ever now. He's ramping up the deportations in Democrat ran cities.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Shoot, I'd help. I'd help if they let me help.
He said he's going to
They,
try to break the record from Obama. He wants to break Barack Obama's deportation records. He wants to break his record of 3 million in 4 years. He wants to break that record right there.
well, you know, Graham, we all have to have goals. It's important to have goals, and that's a pretty good goal. Do you remember in the Discord? I don't remember who it was, but someone kept saying repeatedly that the difference in you know what? Let's hear. I want to hear what people in here say. What's the difference in Obama deporting and the difference in Trump deporting? Can someone in here in the chats tell me what's the difference? What's the big deal now? What's Trump
I know
doing
what the
different that
difference
Obama?
is. Obama deported 3 million, and Trump has deported only 100,000 so far.
Yeah, but I want to hear what's the difference. What's the
My
difference? Y'all
Discord
didn't
is
say
linked
nothing
in the
about Obama
bio.
doing. Come on, somebody out there ought to be able to tell me due process. Okay, are you saying that Obama, Dio, Joy, or whatever? Are you saying Obama gave due process? Is that what you're saying? I'm
He
looking
actually
for
had
you
an
here. Tell me.
expedited
Due
process to get the
process. How many
immigrants the
people
hell
says
out.
Obama gave due process? Y'all know how many people Obama gave due process to? 25%. Y'all need to look that shit up because y'all a bunch of dumbasses. Obama gave 25% of them due process. Y'all didn't say nothing.
He
They
actually
don't deserve
invented
due process. You
a
want due
expedited
process?
process to
Come here
hurry
the
up and get them
legal
out of the
way.
country.
No, they didn't get due process. Only 25% got due process under Obama. Stop being a dumbass.
They said
I
you have
know it's
Obama
hard.
derangement syndrome. No, I love Obama. He deported 3 million illegal immigrants.
Yeah, he did something right. He didn't do
Biden
all
didn't
wrong.
do anything right.
See, now I got a kick out of this question right here. I saw someone else on YouTube asking a bunch of libtards this next question. This is funny, okay? I asked the exact same question, but in a different way to myself beforehand. I said, look, I'm going to ask the same question to myself first, then I'm going to ask it to you. I said, if Kamala and Hitler was running for presidency, who would you vote for? Oh, Kamala. I said, I agree with you. I would too. I said that the nation just got through with 4 years with a dead head behind the wheel. I'm sure it can make it 4 more. I said, okay, now I'm going to ask you my question. If it was between Trump and Hitler, who would you vote for? You can't compare Trump and Hitler. Hitler killed Jews, millions of Jews. Are you going to compare killing people to deporting them? Because I'm here to tell you right now, if I'm on the line of having a choice between being deported and murdered, I'm going to choose deported. I want to live. But that's how stupid, that's how deranged these people are. Oh, one person straight up said Hitler. Okay, I can respect that. Um,
Smash the like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Trump is the GOAT. Yeah, really, if they said Trump versus Hitler, they would say, um, who are you gonna vote for, Trump or Hitler? A lot of the Democrats would probably ironically vote for Hitler. Some of them have been saying Hitler in the chat, which is insane. How can you vote for that instead of Trump? I guess he had to go. Maybe he's still at work right now. Let me add him. Let me add him back. Add. Yeah, I'm there. I can hear you.
there.
Yep.
Okay. I had an important phone call I had to take right there real quick. I didn't know how I was going to get back on here. But
Maybe he got another phone call. He froze. Prost. Deport. Smash the like and subscribe button. Maybe he got his phone call, another phone call back. If you want to open my mind, join my Discord. We can debate. We can talk live on here.
about that, someone was trying to me. It was someone named Death. I don't know.
Death.
They must think that guy. But yeah, between Hitler and Trump, I mean, I'm going to take Trump. I'm going to take Kamala over Hitler. But you know, I had a few people, and this is the funny one. I said also a no vote. A no vote is a vote for Hitler, by the way. And when I said that, every one of them said, "Oh, well, I'd commit suicide." Oh, I turned around to my crew and I hollered, "We have a weak one." And those weak people, I'm going to kill myself. I mean, at that point, Rosie O'Donnell's even tougher than you. If you're going to kill yourself, you can't vote for Trump over Hitler, because at least Rosie went to another country. Have you
Yeah, that's
seen
the
her?
only.
Have you seen Rosie and Kathy Griffin and hell, even Bill Clinton? These people are aging like bad. I mean, and then you look at Trump. Trump and Clinton's the same age. Clinton's having to use a walker. Being a Democrat's hard on the body like hard drugs. People need to take note of that too. You're gonna be a Democrat, you're gonna have like 20 years knocked off your life, because you're gonna age fast. You're gonna start forgetting stuff. You're gonna need a walker.
You're gonna be crying every day for 6 months straight, saying my Social Security, my Medicare is gonna be taken away. It's been 6 months. Nothing has changed. Trump never
You know
said
what?
he's taking away your
They
Social
said that
Security.
they said that to me at that rally too, and I looked at them like, y'all funny. I said, I've grown up my whole life believing that Social Security was not going to be there for me as an American because it was going to run out. That's what they have told me from day one. And come to find out, it's not running out. It was being embezzled. I've got more
Yep.
hopes right now of having Social Security than I did a year ago. So, and if
Being a
whoever dead
demon
is
shows
out
on the
there,
body.
whoever dead is out there wanting to talk, you know what? You want to talk to me? You're going to have a little respect. You ain't going to be sitting here vulgar messages to my phone. We need to talk. Because you know what? If you want to talk to me like that, I go to Bojangles every Saturday morning in Sevierville, Tennessee. There's only one Bojangles. So bring it on, ding dong. Come on down.
Who's calling you? Someone named Death is threatening your life? It's a Democrat?
Yeah, someone named Dad is DMing me in the Discord saying, we need to talk, and then with some expletives. You know what? He needs to come on down to Sevierville, Tennessee. I'll give you all the time you want, Death. Hey, I got $100 bill in my pocket for gas money if you can take it.
These Democrats, when you're fighting against pure evil, your life is at risk. They want to kill you. They want to kill you. You know how many death threats I get from these Democrats? Luckily, 90% of them don't have firearms, so I'm a little bit safe there. I think I'm fighting against the evil that.
Well, I wish if any of y'all are considered, and that's the, or not PM, AM, and that's the best I can do because I get out and sometimes I don't. But I go down for my every Saturday morning. Please bring a gun because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. I don't need one, but you're going to want one. It's going to make you feel comfortable. Going to make your balls grow a little bit, and you might be a little apt to saying a little more that way. But you all just talk. That's all y'all are, is just talk.
Join the Discord, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join the Discord. But I don't know how the hell you found him on Discord. But join my Discord. If you got a problem with me, message me.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody, don't piss off Gen X. I don't have a bit problem with my age. I'm proud of when I grew up. Class of 1976 right here, people. And that's one thing you don't want to do. You do not want to piss a Gen Xer off because we live out of spite.
Look at all these pro-ICE comments. Yeah, ICE.
I like America like my sweet tea. Lots and lots of ice. Hey, I got a joke for you. Why did the Mexican throw his wife over the
Why?
bridge? Tequila! You get it, tequila?
Yeah.
Oh,
Drewby
man.
said he will protect you.
I got a few more. Who will?
Some guy in the Discord that's in here. His name is Drewby.
Said he'd
Yeah,
protect
he's a
me?
Democrat, though.
If he wants to do it, go ahead. I don't care. But no, I don't need anybody protecting me, man. I've had a hard life, and there's nothing that a limp-wristed liberal going to do to me. Not a thing. I believe that 3/4 of Democrats, that if they was to ever fire a gun, would snap their wrist on the first shot.
Lunchbox said, but you can also
So
have kick-ass patriots with guns on your side. Gen X right here. Shout out Lunchbox. Shout out Gen X.
yeah, I appreciate that. We know this. I mean, that's what I was afraid of.
One of the Democrats said, we all have guns.
It does to y'all. Y'all need to lay off the soy, eat a little more red meat. Might be too late, you know. I mean, y'all probably, some of y'all out there probably still growing up. But it's very important that you get your vitamins and minerals, drink lots of milk so that you don't get in a fight with somebody, get punched in the skull, and your bones turn to powder. You don't
Being a
want that.
Democrat in 2025
So,
is like wearing 2 masks alone in your car. I like that comment.
yeah, I get a kick out of it. I'm just waiting for the day that somebody shows up 20 hours at 7 and 9 a.m. at Bojangles in Sevierville, Tennessee. Now, there's Pigeon Forge Bojangles too now, okay? Don't get them confused. It's very important. It's the one in Sevierville. It's on the corner of the Parkway and Veterans Boulevard. It's very easy to find. You go into Dolly Parton country, follow Dolly Parton signs until you get to Veterans. Instead of hanging a right to get on the Veterans, hang a left, you'll see the Bojangles. It's right there. It's easy.
They're going to come
It's
with
easy
a
as falling off a
baseball
log.
bat wrapped in rainbow, and they're going to say, I heard you talking shit about Kamala Harris. The bat's going to be completely rainbow, just a baseball bat wrapped in rainbow wrapping paper.
Kamala Harris should be embarrassed. She really should. She's the worst vice president in the history of America. I mean, can anyone out there say anything positive about Kamala Harris? Come on now. Somebody out there, one of you
Come on,
diehard
guys.
Democrats, I'll
Think
just say,
hard. Think hard. Any compliments for Harris?
come on. I'm looking for a Kamala Harris positive here. Come on now. Hey, Johnny Cash, if we're brainwashed, just tell us one positive thing that Kamala Harris has done. Dr. Pepper, 23 flavors. It's the source of my honoriness. Next favorite drink, liberal tears. And there was a
That's
lot
my
of
number
them.
one favorite drink.
Yeah, it's close. It's close, but Dr. Pepper has 23 flavors.
Dr. Pepper's great too. Second favorite drink. But my first favorite drink will always be liberal tears.
Come on, somebody out here got to have something positive to say
She blew $1 billion and
Kamala.
still lost.
Yes, I support the deport. Absolutely. Hey,
Actually, sir, it's
Stephen
3.5 years
Trump has
has.
3.5 more years of being your daddy. And I'm telling you, if Republicans take the midterms, he's gonna have at least a third term. And even if he don't, we got J.D. Vance. Hell, Elon Musk might even run. And don't say he can't run. You mean to tell me they're gonna let a Kenyan run for president, but they ain't gonna let a South African run for president? That's messed up. It actually sounds a little racist. Then we got Don Jr. I tell you the one down the road I'm looking forward to. I look to see good things out of Barron Trump.
393 million guns in America, and 390 of those 393 are all Republicans.
Yep. Level-headed Americans have them guns. And a white boy, the only thing that Dems are good at is crying. You know, I filled my water buckets up at the protest this weekend because I was going to put liberal fires out with liberal tears. That was my plan.
Believe me, not even South Africans want Musk back. Well, maybe it's because they're racist towards white people and they've been killing white
Lunchbox
farmers.
says his sister lives in Sevierville. Well, I mean, that's cool. It's a pretty cool town. You wasn't the one wanting to come down to Bojangles, was you? I'm just curious. Or are you more on my side? I mean, I don't know.
Someone said these protesters dwarfed your boy's birthday party. First off, it was the United States military's birthday, but yes, it was also Trump's birthday. Second off, I'm surprised I didn't hear more bad things about the protests going on and stuff like that. It was kind of relatively calm compared to the LA ICE riots where someone died at, but the Democrats don't like me to talk about that, do they?
You know what, Giles Martin? Giles Martin says Trump wants your health care more expensive. You know what? Nobody's done more of a disservice to health care than Obama. Obama is the only person, it's the only person to take health care away from Americans, and or actually to fine Americans for not having it and give it away to illegals. Democrats want to give health care away to illegals while fining Americans. Now that's effed up. I don't care who you are.
Someone said Obamacare? Question mark.
It's all Obamacare. Obama.
Lunchbox said, if I came to Bojangles, I'll buy you breakfast.
On Saturday, sometimes chicken biscuit and gravy. They recently got rid of their drive-through person. They got a person that works the drive-through. Now it's AI robot. That's what happens when you daggone try and bring minimum wage up to $20 an hour for jobs like that. Now there ain't gonna be no jobs like that.
Scotland for Trump. Shout out Scotland. Trump is half Scottish.
Have you noticed in your Discord how there are so many foreigners that try to
Oh yeah, that
influence
shit
and
is
talk to
fucking
you
weird
about
to
how to
me. I
spend
hate
our
that.
tax dollars?
I
That
hate that.
blows my
Worry
mind.
about your own damn country.
Yep. Worry about your own. You got that one feller from Denmark. They gave $8 billion to Ukraine, and they're doing so much. You know what? I could have swore I heard it was 250 billion that we gave Ukraine, but I know it was at least 200. But I don't care if it's a dime. I want to know where it goes. They can't give any explanation to where any of it goes.
I love how the Democrats say deport Elon, deport Trump, deport me, go back to England. I'm not from damn England. I have about maybe 18% English genes. I was born in America. Why don't you deport some of those illegal immigrants over there in America, in Texas, in California?
Plan in his cabinet because I got the deportation plan going. Period. We need to deport. And when you said liberals go, oh, but who's going to pick our cotton? Or who's going to pick our okay? Because they love their slaves. They love to pay them. They love to pay them illegals half of what they'd pay somebody else. So here's how you fix that: we reward the people coming into this country for coming in the right way. So immediately we give those jobs.
Great question. Why
The
can
country of origin don't get no
Obama
help.
deport millions without due process? Without due process, not with due process,
No,
without due
Justin
process.
Chan. Justin Chan said, "Why can Obama deport millions with due process, but Trump can't?" Hey, Justin Chan, you got some misinformation there, big time, pal. I don't know what percentage of Trump's is getting due process, but only 25% under Obama got due process. So you need to take him back that question up all the way to Obama. Why didn't 75% of his deportees get due process? Then we can talk about Trump. Till then, you just another ignorant fool. It's law because what's law because of Obama?
I
Yeah, I
have
do agree
Mexican
with
family
you,
members. I don't
Comic-Con.
hate Mexicans. I just don't want any illegal immigrants. I don't care if they're white,
That's
black,
right.
brown.
Hey, I think some of our best Americans are legal immigrants. And I'll go further to state this. My case in point would be we need more Elon Musks and less Ian Omars. We need to
Yeah.
deport Ian Omar too back to, I don't know, wherever it is. She's from Somalia. Is she a Somalian? I think
Who?
so. But Ian Omar, the one that married her brother. You know, and that's
I don't
messed up.
know.
You know, You got Ian Omar, who married her brother. You got Letitia James, who married her father. She married her father for a tax or for some kind of a interest break on her home loans. Democrats will do anything for money.
I thought she lied about marrying her. I thought she lied about marrying her dad on her mortgage.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Was she lying or was she telling the truth? Either way, it's messed up.
You can't be a legal immigrant. You're either legal or you're not.
Yep. A legal immigrant comes across being vetted the right way through the government. An illegal immigrant just helps himself and walks across the border, and his first act into the country is a crime. So not only are they illegal, but they're criminals. They're
This guy is so
invaders.
offended about what you said about the Democrats. This Colton guy.
What'd he say?
He said, "Why?"
You did not hear about people getting paid while. Oh yeah, they did, pal. Oh yes. Where was you at? Where was you at Saturday, Colton? Huh? Where was you at? Was you in your mommy's basement? Were you in your mommy's basement? Come on, Colton. I'm waiting for you. Or was it in your two dads' basements?
They all were paid. That's right. So many people on
Well,
TikTok and the internet are
I'm
all
actually
saying they're
honest.
paid.
I'm actually honest about it, white boy. They're all not paid. The locals, I do not believe for 1 second the locals at my No Kings was paid. But now I do believe the out-of-towners were. There were a lot of out-of-towners from Florida, and I guarantee you they was paid. Go back to work. I'm at work. Here. For people that don't think I have a job, I've got the greatest job in the world. Welcome to my office. That's my office. I work there 5 days a week, anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. I at least get 50 hours a week putting asphalt down on these roads, making sure y'all can get to the places you like to go. So you're welcome. I get to drive my
Thank
truck
you.
and deliver equipment. I deliver equipment up into the Smoky Mountains, into these cabin communities where most people can't even drive on for just four wheels, making sure they get the equipment up there.
Make sure you
And
don't
I get to
accidentally
sit
show
and
your
eat my
license plate,
lunch at some of the
whatever
most
you
beautiful
do.
views in the world. I have the best job in the world. You can't convince me otherwise. I appreciate that, white boy. It is hard at times. But usually when I've got somebody watching traffic for me to back into certain roads that I can't turn around in, and I get my flag trucks the way I need, it's not that hard. What's hard is putting up with people that don't realize that I am allowed to cross the double yellow lines. So that's why it's very important to do the speed limit, is so you can stop in time. And just so y'all know, most trucks nowadays has an onboard camera system. So the days of blaming the truck driver for everything are over. Now we have proof of what goes on. So, and just a little formula for you, I can prove on a video how fast you're driving. If you can get a set distance on the road, say you can mark off 5 feet, 10 feet, doesn't matter. Then you got to know how many frames per second your truck or car is traveling. And you find from point A to point B, and you click frame by frame by frame until it goes from that point A to point B. You got your frames per second times the feet traveled, and you can figure up exactly how fast that car is traveling. So
I think Reener Lakichi is trans and jobless. because
Bro, you
she
have
keeps
a heart
talking on
attack
you.
if you try. Hey, Colton, it just takes one hit. It just takes one.
We bought California from Spain. I think that's true.
Hey, Colton. Hey, bring it on, ding dong. Like I said, I'm at Bojangles every Saturday between 7 and 9.
Democrats are so fucking pathetic. It's disgusting. I love that comment.
Man, I believe they'd wither up and die if we daggone dried up their soybean supply.
What kind of name is that? I guarantee you that's not your birth name.
What's that?
They said, you can't even read my name. I said, what kind of name is that? I guarantee you that's not your birth name. That's probably your transgender name, your new name, your fake name, whatever you want to call it, your training name.
Oh, goodness.
Liberals sucking the American tit dry. Soy boy Democrats, someone commented. I love that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I believe if we if we was to be able to cut them off from their soy, from their tofu and stuff, they would wither up and die.
He said he subscribed to your channel too. Your channel. He subscribed to
Oh,
both of us.
hey, I appreciate that. Tom Pepin TV. I need to get back to making some actual good content. I ain't made some content in about a year. I've just been kind of taking a break from it. I got to get my editing software, my subscription renewed. I use Filmora X. You ought to look into that.
Nice.
You ought to look into that too, Graham. You to edit your videos and stuff. At first, it's a little hard, but it's actually pretty easy to figure out. There's a lot of pretty cool things you can do with that Filmora X, and they got a lot of different titles and intros. And I also use Soundstripe as my music. I get a copyright license for Soundstripe, and I can use all their music. And it's about $60 a year. I don't recommend. Gosh, I can't think of the name of the other company, but there was another company I used based out of Switzerland, and they ran rampant in my bank account. But it was a bank account I only used for online purchases because I'll only put a couple $100 in there. And I don't use my main bank account because they would have drained it dry. And then you go try and collect your money, you're having to deal with somebody in Switzerland. Whereas when I deal with somebody at Soundstripe, they're out of Nashville. I can take a 4-hour trip and drive down to Soundstripe if I want to. So Trump tried to run for a third term. Would you support completely what's unconstitutional about running a third term?
MAGA does not want a monarchy. What a ridiculous claim.
If Trump tried to run for a third term, yes, I would. I just said that. But why is it unconstitutional? It might be in there now, but it wasn't always like that.
I wish
FDR ran
California
4
was a
terms.
sovereign republic. That way they can get the hell out of the U.S. and be their own place. And they can burn to the ground.
Give it time. There's a fault line eventually. Arizona and Colorado is going to have some beachfront property, and California is going to slide off into the ocean. Yeah, the Constitution can be changed. I guess they call it amended or something, but the Constitution can be changed, and it's been changed many a times. And there's nothing more constitutional than changing the Constitution. It's been a long history changing the Constitution.
Yep, just like during Prohibition.
Yep.
Alcohol was banning alcohol in the United States. I think that was the 18th Amendment, and they repealed that. They amended that in the Constitution. The two-term is literally an amendment. Yeah, I just told you about the amendment.
Yeah, an amendment. But one time you could I mean, if we didn't ever change the Constitution, you wouldn't be drinking any alcohol. There's a lot one I know of off the top of my head. So, Colton, America has not had a monarch or a king since 1776, and we've been teabagging England ever since. I don't know where you're from, Colton. Are you even an American? Are you even an American, Colton?
Nah, he's probably from Australia, just like half of these people.
Probably from Australia too. We get a lot of people in the Discord from Australia that has mighty varying opinions about what we as Americans should do when Australia is a shit country.
I honestly don't think Trump wants the third term. Why would he? It's just something to haunt the Democrats for the rest of their lives. Someone
You know
commented
what?
that. I'm just reading a comment, but that's pretty damn funny.
There's a lot Democrats. There's a lot Democrats did to destroy your all's party. There's a lot of things, but I think the nail in the coffin was when they didn't stand up for the little boy with cancer. Give me a minute. I'll be right back, Graham. I got to take.
Okay, yeah. Aussies can't have guns, someone said. Very valid point. Apparently they can. They just gotta beg the government, and it takes like 6 months or a year or longer. And they gotta name all the reasons and everything for their gun and do all this bullcrap to try to get it, and it takes a really, really long time. And I don't think they have the rights in Australia to defend themselves legally. But if anyone wants to join the Discord and talk with us and debate with us, please do. Smash the like and subscribe button. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. I never said I only want Trump and his family to be in office. That's another Democrat lie. The Democrats can't lie any longer.
A funny story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
A week ago, we had a really bad lightning storm come through, and the lightning struck really close to the house. An electric surge actually knocked out half the light bulbs in my house. I actually felt a zap from it. Knocked me out of my electric lazy chair. The fan in the hood of my oven was going. It even had it going. And it blew my coffee maker up. And the most important thing, I already got a coffee maker, but they just fixed my garage door. It blew my garage door up. It even, my mom next door, it fried her GFCI outlet. I had to unhook it that very night. And it kept clicking and getting hot. So I was afraid it was going to burn her house down. But yeah, I didn't get the full force of the lightning, but I got hit by lightning. So, and yeah, they just fixed my garage door, which is such a good thing because I just got me a brand new garage door installed, and uh, my garage door, it was replaced after about 15 years. It was in pretty rough shape. So I've been enjoying me having a clicker button. I can get in and out of my garage easy with my Harley and stuff. It's been great. And I've been worried sick about getting my garage door fixed. So yeah, they just fixed that. That's what that call was about. So
America is panicking. They are going down. Current economic growth almost as the same as third world countries. Well,
uh,
if you hate America so much, why don't you get the hell out? We don't need anyone like you in America that's jobless, not doing anything for society, not helping anybody, just crying on the internet all day. You've been watching us for like an hour now. We get it. You hate your life.
yeah.
You hate Trump. You hate America. Just leave.
TJ has said free Appalachian from idiots. Man, don't know anything about Appalachian. Nobody there is enslaved or anything like that. Good luck doing that. Everybody thinks for themselves in the Appalachians, and you're not going to change that. You don't know anything about the Appalachians at all if you even said something ignorant like that. Yeah, 1904. I am very excited over a clicker. It doesn't take much. I like the simple things in life. I don't have to have a Lambo or something. Just
They
give me
want to
my
know
old
about your
Chevy.
channel. Shout your channel out again. They're asking if you got a channel.
Yeah, it's Tom Pepin TV. I did drone. Actually, I did a little bit of everything, but it was mainly drones in the East Tennessee area. So if you want to see the area that I live in, uh, that's a good way of doing it. It's the Gatlinburg, East Tennessee area, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Um, I took pictures of all kinds of different wildlife with the drones. At one point, I flew my drones so much. I don't fly them as much these days, but at one point, I flew so much that the hawks in the neighborhood would actually fly with my drone. So they didn't attack my drone, but they did actually fly with it. So, yeah, what's it matter what Graham does? Graham, you wait tables. Is that right?
No, I don't do anything like that. But all these people always talking about me, saying, "What's my job? What's my job? Why does it matter so much? Why do you guys got to know what I do? Maybe I do nothing. Maybe I do something. But either way, I don't really understand why the Democrats are so curious about what
I
I
think it's
do."
funny though. Y'all might not want to know what he does for a living. He might be a contract killer.
Yeah, I'm a contract killer for a living. Yeah, I'm actually, yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, Dusty. They exposed me right now. I'm on unemployment. I'm on SSDI, whatever the hell that means. I'm collecting government money. That's definitely why I support Donald J. Trump. He's gonna increase my
Hey,
Social Security
I've got to
money.
hop. I got to hop off here for good this time, brother.
All right,
Had fun.
thank you.
Collect them liberal tears. I got to load the paper up. It's time to head to the next job.
All right,
I'll
have a
talk to you
good rest
later.
of your workday, man. Peace out. Thank you for joining. Yeah, guys, you're right. I don't have a job. I collect unemployment. The reason I support Donald J. Trump is he's gonna raise my Social Security money and my unemployment money, so I can still collect unemployment and Social Security money, even though I'm not in the U.S. right now. It's very easy, very very easy. That's exactly why I support Donald J. Trump. He said he's gonna increase my Social Security money. My question is, how do half of you people know my name? Donald J. Trump doesn't know I exist. Old homie, whatever you want to call him in chat, he was here for over an hour. He has to go back to work. Oh, so you're in the Discord server. Well, make sure you slap the like and subscribe button. Join the Discord if you're new to the chat. We got a big Discord. Thank you for joining in from the Discord. If you're just joining in now, watching from the Discord. He had to go back to work. I know the Democrats don't know what that is, but he had to go back to work. He's a truck driver. Sleepy Joe was your favorite president, sniffing and sleeping on the job, sniffing kids and sleeping on the job. Sleepy Joe. The funny thing is, you're calling him Sleepy Don, but you just got that from Sleepy Joe because that's what they called your favorite president. Dementia Joe, that's what they called your favorite president. I still got my Social Security money. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. He's actually making a new housing project in Los Angeles for the homeless vets. 10,000 people it will house. 10,000 homeless veterans it will house in California or Los Angeles. Thank you guys. Smash the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I think today's episode was really, really good. We almost had 900 views at our peak. I know we're dropping off quite a bit because Dusty's really good on this YouTube live streaming game. My channel gives him a little bit of boost, but he has the words to tell us. He's saying the truth. He speaks the wisdom and the experience, and he's really a funny guy too. He's really good for the channel. But once he works on his own channel a little bit more, he's going to get quite popular. He should definitely start putting out more content and stuff like that. But I have no clue how many people we have in the total views. A lot of people joined, a lot of people left. Estimates, maybe 60,000 people joined total, 60,000 maybe. Only 127 likes. So please smash the like and subscribe button. See you around, Dig to Discover. Thank you for coming to my channel. Come take my gun, soy. This guy does not do any research about Donald J. Trump's housing projects. Yes, he's going to be housing 10,000 homeless veterans very, very soon. Oh, Colton, if you want to debate, please join my Discord. Let's do another episode soon, and we can debate each other one-on-one on Discord here. That would be amazing. Let's debate, Colton. Join the Discord. Link in bio. Link in bio to debate. God bless you, Lunchbox. I'm still going to be live here for a couple more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes. I can't send you a Discord link. It's in my YouTube bio. Just click on my YouTube, click the links, and you'll see Discord right then and there. Hit the like and subscribe button. Discord link is in my bio. Click on my bio, join the Discord. My debates are very professional. I'm not normally dressed in a t-shirt. Louisiana is not on the water. I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from Florida. Joe Biden likes to sniff 12-year-olds. Proven multiple times on video. This guy is not an American. Smash the like and subscribe button, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream here for a second. I was joking about collecting welfare, but I guess, you guys can't really take a joke or sarcasm. But I love that. You made me look. There's no stain on my shirt, though. You made me look. I'll give you that. But hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Like, comment, share. Tomorrow, I might have a very, very, very special episode. I think that's it for today, guys. But please join my Discord, even if you love Trump, if you hate him, if you just want to talk, you want to debate. Join my Discord. It offers lots of good opinions and advice and stuff like that. Peace out, guys. Slam the like and subscribe button. We can talk about what we'll debate because I'm going to end this. We can talk in Discord about what we should debate about. But first off, let me ask Colton one more question. Are you a American citizen, or are you coming from outside of America? Because we've had lots of people that weren't even born in America trying to come in the channel and debate. F-Dems, yeah. Okay, shout out Texas. Great Republican red state. Great place to live. All right, I'm going to end this now, and I'll go in the Discord and talk with you. Thank you guys for watching. Slap the like and subscribe button, and have a great rest of your Mondays. Appreciate everyone joining in, even if you're a Democrat, even if you're a Republican, none of that matters. Shout out Alabama, but I'm not from Alabama. Shout out North Carolina. Love North Carolina. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Anyone want to say anything else before I end this? Let's see. Let's see. You guys got one more minute I'll give you if anyone wants to say anything. I love Texas. What city in Texas? Shout out from Montana. Colton mad because Trump's taking his food stamps. I think you are right. I think so. Legal Mexicans in Texas and California. Lots of legal Mexicans. Love legal Mexican citizens. Smash the like and subscribe button, guys. That's it for now. Join my Discord if you want to have a chat or debate, whatever you like. Even if you're a Trump supporter, you can go check that out. Or if you hate the guy, whatever. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.